Hello, everybody. It's Lynn Scott Hagerman. I am here to welcome you back to the Lynn Scott Hagerman Show. And today we have back on someone that you're very familiar with, Vince Saban with the Buck Up Relief Mission. Tell me where you're at, where you've been at these last few days, Vince.
Well, I've been in Kerrsville in Texas the past few days. I got there on Monday, brought in a truckload of supplies. And then yesterday I went out with the search and rescue team, um, for a good search.
Okay. Okay. So tell me what you're seeing there. I mean, I know you've got boots on the ground. Tell me what you're seeing.
Well, I've left there now. I'm on my way back east. Um,
Okay.
but it's rough. The water, how high up it went, um, it's just devastating along anywhere along that river. We did a 6 mile grid search yesterday and found a couple of hot spots. And we brought in a dog, and the dog was able to hit on one of them. But the problem, there's so much debris, they've got to bring in an excavator to get in there. So pretty sure someone's there. But
Okay.
still 160 people missing just in the Kerrville area.
160. So, I'm not sure if there's anything you can do on your end. The sound is really low, and I'm not sure if it's the internet or
Could be on my iPad. See if I can do anything here.
okay,
Is that better?
a little bit, not too much. Oh, I think that's I think it's a little clearer.
That sound a little better?
Sounds a little bit better. I don't know if you can turn the volume up anymore. I will on my end.
No, I have my volume all the way up.
Okay, well, we're just going to do it then because your voice is clear and people are going to have to, I know everyone's going to understand that you're on the road calling from your truck. So this is perfect. Um, so then you said how many people are still missing?
There's roughly 160 still missing in the Kerrville area alone. We add in the other areas. I know Spring Creek has another 5. I think it's just over 200 out of the entire area.
Okay. Okay. And do you know how many people that they have found so far?
No, I haven't had a number on how many have been found, um, but it's really hard. I mean, some of them unfortunately will never be found, and that's because the way the water moved, and uh, they're going to be buried under the silt, under the rock. The riverbeds now, if you looked at it before, there was no stone, and now it's all rock. And unfortunately, with the force of the water and the stones, you can imagine what that would do to a human body.
Yes.
So it's unfortunate that some will never be found because of this.
Yes. Well, I know a few days ago, you and I were talking, and I had contacted Pastor Greg, and he was sharing that when I was calling, he was at a funeral, and he said that he was doing, if I remember right, I think he said 6 a day for the next month.
Uh, I think he's somewhere around there.
Yeah.
There's a lot. He's been a big help. He helped us bring in the load to Crossroad Church. Um, and then I was out with a group called Savage Freedom Operation, and I worked with them in North Carolina. So it was good to work with a good group of people. Everybody's just doing everything they can. This, they're going to be there a long time. I plan on going back. I have to go up to New England, and then after after that, I'm gonna pick up another. I think I'm gonna pick up another load to bring back and go back out to search and rescue again. I didn't want to leave, but sometimes you have to do what you can do.
Yes. So I know the last time, actually, the first time we met was whenever you were in North Carolina during that disaster, and you were sharing about Buck Up Relief Mission. I know that's what brings you to Texas. So for those in my audience who've not heard of Buck Up Relief Mission, share what that is exactly.
Well, Buck Up Relief Mission is a disaster relief. Our main purpose is to transport goods that need to get into the area for supplies. But we're also networked with groups like Hands Above and Foxhole, Operation Barbecue, the Remnant Group. So we're a grassroots group that we do the transportation, but through our network, we're able to accomplish many things. Like we've been able to work with the Hands Above, bring in dog teams and certain SARS people and search groups.
Okay.
Savage. We kind of organize a lot. Right now, we're collecting lists that we posted on our website of the things that people need that we need to collect, and we need the funds to move it all. We're not FEMA, we're not Red Cross, where we have millions of dollars. They're all government funded. Being a grassroots organization, we're funded by the people who help to support us to do what we've got to do. There's a lot of grassroots groups that get involved that you don't even hear about. You have Operation Barbecue down there, passing out lunch and dinners every day to all the search and rescue and first responders that are down there. And then we have drop sites, donation sites, where the supplies we bring in can go out to the people that need it and spread out. I was there yesterday morning before I left, and I got a call from Sandy Creek. A need for chainsaws, and chainsaw blades, and hard hats, and safety glasses, and all that. So I walked back into the church, and I said, "This is what they need," and we had a truck come down and get what they needed for that area.
Wow.
So, there's a lot of cleanup to be done. People are going to be mucking out their houses. So we have cleaning supplies out of there, boots, gloves, you name it, it comes in. Health and beauty products. People lose everything.
Yeah.
Your wife completely out. So Buck Up Relief Mission tries to do everything we can, networking with everybody, to bring in the grassroots organizations, the people, the neighbors, outside of the government. The government can only do so much, and somebody's got to pick up the slack. They're our neighbor, whether it be in Texas, whether it be in Mississippi and North Carolina. They're our neighbors, and we got to be there to help. You're looking at a storm coming across Florida now, but they say there's going to be a hurricane by the time it hits Mississippi and Louisiana. It may have been downgraded a little bit, but we try to get prepared for that. And it's going to be a tough season.
And what is the name of your website?
BuckUpReliefMission.net.
Okay. And you still have the allmylinks.com that lists Facebook and all the social media platforms too, right?
Correct.
Okay, so they can go to anyone, but at buckupreliefmission.net, that has the list of supplies that you need.
That has the list of supplies, right? And the link there to go to GiveSendGo/BuckUpReliefMission.
Okay. And is the need, is it financial, or is it also like lists of items? Like if I own a business and it's a cleaning supply business where I sell products, if I have pallets worth of cleaning supplies I want to give, do you guys pick up those too? Or is it mainly the financial relief that you're needing?
Both. If you have things, enough that we can get a semi truck over to pick it up, and we will. But still, we need the financial support to fuel that truck and move that truck. We're doing other things. We've one of the search teams had no communications, so we stepped up and supported and bought walkie-talkies for them. And we do much as we can. We've helping housing some of the search and rescue, and that all costs money. There are people that have donated this space, but there's also motel rooms that got to be paid for. They've got to be fed. So we try to help in every way we can. So the finances go everywhere, and we're completely transparent. If you donated $100 and said, "Hey, where did my $100 go?" You can ask us, and we'll show you the books right where everything goes. We don't have a corporate office where it goes, so we're not paying rent for any place like that.
Sure.
Like your big organizations, they have corporate offices and staffs and everything else. We're all volunteer, so everything we get goes right back to taking care of what needs to be taken care of and the people who need it.
So then you're traveling to the East Coast. Is that to pick up more supplies, or are you still helping out in North Carolina? I know it takes a while to, even so long after a disaster. What's back on the East Coast?
Well, North Carolina just got hit again,
Yeah.
so I don't know what's going to happen there. I'm basically doing my company run back to South Carolina to get me back over in that area.
Okay.
From there, they'll get me up north where I have a doctor's appointment next week.
Okay.
And after that, I'll either pick up in New Jersey or I'll pick up in back in North Carolina and then head back to Texas. We have another truck that's running Friday. He's leaving out of New York, and he's going to head out to Illinois and pick up some stuff in Illinois, and then down to Texas.
So how long have you personally, how long have you been doing this, Vince?
My first disaster was Hurricane Andrew
And when was that?
in the 90s.
Marvelous. So you have been providing aid and assistance for disaster relief since the 90s?
Assistance, yes. And then I'd say probably 2 years ago, East Palestine with a train wreck.
Yes.
That actually started doing disaster supply and moving freight. And of course, I've done a few tornadoes that had gone through Mississippi, and Hurricane Lane and other hurricanes, disasters that have happened, West Virginia flood. So I've actually been moving supplies probably for the past 3-4 years. And out of starting that, we developed the Buck Up Relief Mission. We have a team now. We've been going now since at least last November, I think. We are an 801c3 Christian-based organization. We fall under Banners of Freedom, and and it just the network of people through Hurricane Helene that we've been able to put together. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and they're all patriots, everyday Americans stepping up and volunteering their time to get to where we are.
That's amazing. And I know you shared your story the last time you were on my show, but I have a lot more viewers since we saw you last. So tell me your story, how you ended up doing this in the first place.
I think it's God.
I think so too.
Well, one day it was like, get a truck. You need to go help these people. And I'm looking at the disasters. I grew up on Cape Cod. We've got a few hurricanes down there as I was growing up, and I think it's God, and I blame my mother.
No, wait, hold on. So you think it's God and you blame your mother. So
Yeah,
so why are you blaming your mother?
because my mother was always helping people. She would give even when she didn't have. I mean,
Oh,
she raised 6 kids on her own. Uh, the four of us for the younger four for the most part. But she would always give. She was always there. If someone needed somebody, she was always there. And I guess I didn't see it until I got old. My sister says she don't like my heart. And I said, why not? She goes, because you do things that can hit you and put you in danger. And,
oh.
she goes, you're just like mom. Like my mom. Uh, just the way I was brought up and that God in my life. And I asked him to guide me. He takes me where I gotta go. He always seems to put me in a position where you need to make a phone call, you need to get in the truck, you need to take stuff here, you need to get out of the truck and walk around and help find people. If you're gonna feed somebody, start cooking. And I've done it. And, I've been asked again, why do you do it? And part of it is when it's really hard to see the devastation and what people are going through and how they're trying to get back on their feet and the loss of life. But you think that you'd see it and you never want to see it again, and you don't. I'll go to North Carolina. That was absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
Still, hundreds of people missing that they're not reporting. Um, the houses, the people can't get into their houses. They had nothing, trying to live in tents. And you think about it, that I don't ever want to see this again. But at the same time, seeing it makes you want to go do the next one. Makes you want to be there for the next people down the line, no matter what the situation you're putting yourself in. And I've been on roads with driving a truck that had no right to drive on, with a drop off 30 feet down the side. One long mistake, I'm dead. I've been out in the riverbed yesterday. They've had 2 flash flood warnings in the past 2 days. Started raining, thunder, still out there. And at that point, you know that all you're trying to do is find somebody to bring them home.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to find them alive.
Yeah.
You just want to help that family get closure. You want to bring them home.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Think of those 27 girls.
I know.
7 to 17. And to see what the area and what they must have gone through. Because you can see how high the water was. You can see areas that are still flooded. I think the only thing that protects my heart on that is I say to myself, God must have needed 27 new angels with pure heart.
Mm.
That's the only thing that can make me feel any better about it. I feel for their families, those parents. It's devastating. They all need help. So that's what they do.
Well, and I love how you put that too. I am always encouraging people to, in times such as this, to listen to God's voice when he taps you on the shoulder and says, this is what I want you to do. This is what I would like you to do, because he doesn't say, do this. He asks, and then we can say yes or no. And I know in my experience, I could have said no to what I'm doing now, but I missed out on the biggest adventure of my life. I could have stayed comfortably here in my house, hiding and doing my thing and next to nothing to help. But God tapped me on the shoulder and said, why don't you start speaking and doing a podcast? And then I get to meet people like you and share your stories and help support, what you're doing today. So I love the fact that God just said, get a truck,
Get a truck.
get a
Yeah,
truck. I mean,
that's what it was like. It's just like I woke up. You need to get a truck. You need to go help these people, and I started making phone calls. Um, a friend of mine, Doc Chambers,
yeah.
once he said once, I put my right foot out, and God tells me where to put my left. And I love
Amen.
to say, and I kind of live by that now. That all right, I'll put my right foot out. God will tell me to put my left. And if it's in the wrong direction, somehow he's going to kick me in the butt and send me the other direction.
I love that. So I remember you saying that the last show. I don't think you added that he's going to kick you in the butt if you don't keep going, but I could see that being done in a gentle way that only God could do.
Right.
Now
Yeah, right.
there might be an angel behind you doing that. I'm not saying that that might not happen, but
Well, I have plenty of people around me that we're all God loving, God fearing people. And if I start going in the other where I'm not supposed to, I think God tells them to push me back. And it's just an amazing team I work with, and it's amazing people I meet every day doing this. Um, their hearts are all there. It's I meet people. One guy I met yesterday. I quit my job to come here.
oh,
I'll stay. Another woman. I left my husband and my dog to watch the house, and I'm here for weeks. She's
oh,
out there. She's an ex-marine, and she's out there walking the riverbeds, doing search and rescue. Um, a 19-year-old boy and his friend from Oklahoma. They said they were at work cutting trees, looked at each other at the end of the day, and started driving. They don't know why. They needed to go. They're down there doing search and rescue, um, and it's all God. It's
yes,
God reaching out to the hearts of the people and putting us where we need to be. And everybody has a place to be, even if you don't think you do. You can go on and you can donate $5. You can contact people in your area and put together a fundraiser. Hey, you don't have any money, but you have contacts and know people. Get the goods together and get a hold of us. We'll find a way to move it. Like I said, though, financially is our big thing. We need money to continue doing what we do. We don't have any government grants. We don't have, the support like Red Cross or Samaritan's Purse, who collect $1 billion a year and spend 900 million of it on their corporate, the rest to the disaster. It's unfortunate that those companies are like that because they are a company. They're people work for them, and the people have good hearts, but financially, you figure you give them $10, at least $9.50 is going to them, and the other 50 cents is going to what's needed because they have such high overhead to maintain their warehouses and their structures. We don't have that. We do have warehouses that are available to us where people they were drop sites, they were donation centers, and they got an overabundance. And as donation centers shut down, they'd move their stuff to this one warehouse. So we have a couple of warehouses that we can drop on, but they're also still collecting donations so that they're ready to support us when disaster strikes. But the load I picked up that I just took out of there came from 3 different locations in North Carolina. And they put up a sign, they made this little sign. They had a picture of the state of Texas, and and a picture of the state of North Carolina, and it said to Texas with the picture of the state, from
Oh,
North Carolina with a picture of the state, with love. And the guy that made that, he said, I was going through the donations that we received, and he found it went opposite to North Carolina from Texas with love. So he reversed it and sent it back out. And it's just, they're paying it forward. People in North Carolina are amazing people. They look at you and they're like, want to give me a hug for what I'm doing. And then, you know, they know what it's like. So they step right up. We have access to warehouses that are still stocked up in North Carolina that we can move things from, in other places, New Jersey, New York, Illinois. So it's just, we need the finances to move it. We need the finances to support the search and rescue people that came from everywhere and anywhere. They need to have a roof over their head, whether it be in a campground where they can rent a camper or a cabin, a hotel room that they can stay in. All these businesses that have places like that, they still have to function, so they have to collect something. I mean, of course, they donate some. You know, hey, yeah, we can give you a couple nights free. They have to support what they're doing. They still have to run their businesses. So again, we have to have the funds to support them and get them the supplies they need. I know we were asked for night vision binoculars
yeah,
and ones that pick out heat.
yeah,
Those are being ordered as we can. Dehumidifiers
yes.
ordered. We know they're on sale for $200 a piece at Home Depot. But you know, again, we need the funds to purchase them so we can get them shipped and moved. Generators, they need generators. There's places with no power still. So there's a lot. There's a lot of aspects to a disaster. And as it leaves the media, the help starts slowing down because it's not in the people's eye. So, but we're still there. We were in North Carolina right up until they needed seed to replant their crops. So it's a big task.
Well, and praise God for what you're doing, for answering the call, and for Buck Up Relief Mission. And I promised you we would spend about 30 minutes so you could get on the road. So I want to, honor your time and let everyone know again, buckupreliefmission.net is where you can go to see the items that they need and provide funding and donations. And then to see all their links, if you want to follow them on Facebook and other social media to see what they're doing, go to allmylinks.com and you can then. So again, Vince, thank you so much for pulling off the road and sharing with us and for everything that you do.
Thank you very much for your help to get the word out to all your followers and everybody out there, anybody that's helping and doing what they can. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you. God bless you too, because God is absolutely good.
Yes, He is.
Amen. Thanks.